Test, test. Can you guys hear me? The microphone levels are actually looking a little off. I'm not sure why. Checking the settings now, but... mono, audio delay, compressor... How about now? Is that better? Test, 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 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? Got the music turned down. Sorry, I was jamming. We can get started. Just want to make sure everything sounds good to go. It's not lagging either. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. That's with a noise gate. Is that any better? Please let me know in the chat, por favor. Test, test, 1, 2. Otherwise, the stream's gonna get real boring if you guys can't hear. Sounds good. Thank you, Zen. Alright, we'll get started. The stream is intended to be used for educational purposes, not intended to be used as financial advice. Most of the stuff we're looking at are clearly securities, should not be traded, probably illegal. When we're just looking at colors and how they paint, right? So, Gary Gensler, if you're looking at me and all the users here and viewers, we pay our taxes, and we think saving $5 a day is going to get us to financial freedom if we invested in bonds. So, anyway, hope you guys having a good day. Market's kind of chopping along. We've got some crazy news coming in on Binance, so kind of interesting stuff because it's just breaking now. Some of the stuff we're having with CZ. Let's see, where is it? DB. Let me pull up the thing real quick. I'll show it to you guys. So this is actually kind of funny. There you go. So shout out to Tier 10K. He's a really good news source. So I say just now, this is 4 hours ago, but Binance senior executives quit over CZ's response to the DOJ investigation. Senior figures including General Counsel Han, Chief Strategy Officer Patrick, and SVP of Compliance Steven. They've said they're leaving the company. So, not a good look for CZ and Binance that we're losing top executives. He's not going to be able to take on the SEC by himself. So, kind of interesting to see this. I really like Binance, like their products. I really like their data. I like their liquidity. I like a lot of stuff about them. CZ's kind of goofy at times, but who's not in crypto? But this is not a good look, and frankly, this is I thought CZ was going to be more vocal when the SEC rolled on Binance US and kind of shut them down, and it was kind of quiet. Had that been Brian Armstrong or the GOAT Jesse Powell, there'd have been some news talks and stuff like that. Now I know they did do some stuff. They didn't just sit down and do nothing, but frankly, I was expecting more for what it's worth. But is what it is, and maybe they're in a bad situation and stuff's not looking good. We don't know yet, and we won't know for a while. You saw how long it took for FTX to fall out, and that stuff's still falling out right now. So BNB right now is dropping on that news. So we've had 4 hours and it's taken off, and I know a lot of people are shorting the news right now, but they're probably gonna do all right with that. Yeah, four up tipping. Or there's 4 employees left. Maybe that's what he's alluding to. Dirt McGirt. Not France advice, no. Is France under control now? It was like all over Twitter for a long time, and then I haven't seen anything. What's up, Nexus? If Nexus is here, we gotta get weird with it. Trying to think. Actually, what is this? Projection? There we go. Here we go. We'll get circles. And that's actually kind of cool, the gradient. I don't even know what that's for. I joke. Nexus is a very interesting trader, but I have no idea what he's doing except making gains. It's just a good problem to have. Very, very good sci-fi list of sci-fi movies, though, I might add. I rewatched Blade Runner 2049, and it's such a good movie. And I'm gonna rewatch the OG Blade Runner soon, but 2049 is so good. Underappreciated. Oh, man, I'm tired. Been a long day. Let me see who we got. We got Zen. What's up, Zen? Wowie, Vital, cooking for the evening listening. SPO, Smitty, Werbin Jagger, Riley, Nexus Cadith, J Beef, iStutters, HD XRP, Rap, Dirt McGirt, Commander Root, Coho, say. I think is Coho, are you the one way back from the CryptoJack Discord days? You might be. Agro, 7 Billet, Olivia, and Ella. So apologize if I'm totally messing up your handles, but y'all, I do remember names and profile pictures, so anyway. I like saying hi if it's a friendly face. But anyway, Binance is kind of nuking, and some of this stuff is kind of affecting the market. We are seeing some pullbacks, which I don't like to see. I want to go to perpetuals because I have been playing more with the liquidity tools. And if you're new here or haven't seen like the new updates, the website has been updated. We do have all the new information on the liquidity engine, as well as some videos and stuff that explain it. And some of my OGs are still perfecting it and getting better at it. It's an advanced tool. It's a leading tool. It's a leading indicator. So it's not easy. So you have to spend some time with it. But we've been watching it a lot on Ethereum today. And one of these guys who's like a legit whale who trades my stuff, he's been going real deep with this. But what I've been watching for today on Ethereum, let me just show you guys the settings I've been using. Liquidation engine, I put this to 75 and I turned off the small and medium bids, so I'm only looking at the large and huge bids. And so far, they've been tagging all the large bids. So I have these X's here to mark where they've been liquidating. And pretty much this past day or two, we've been in a range for a while, right? We've been in this range, this whole week so far. We've just been chopping through not a lot of movement, and now it's starting to get these high leverage positions. And right now, after taking these liquidities of the shorters, they're now starting to take out longs, especially with the FUD coming out on Binance. It's easier to walk it down, but it's cool as you can see the projections where they hit this stuff and they roll over. So they get just enough to get it, and then they just fade. And we're getting that here as well. They took out 2 levels there, bounced, came back down, almost got that second one, and now they bounced again. But right now the ratio is very, very long compared to shorts, but overall market right now is skittish. So we're Haven't seen the delta flip yet, but all things considered, like higher time frames, we're still just kind of chopping along a range. We haven't really done much. So zoomed out, it looks weird, but these settings, I've got the colors cranked up, but anyway. France is calm again for now. Cop kill a 17-year-old. Went nuts. What's up, Wowie? I don't know, Nexus. I don't understand your stuff, so I can't say. But all things considered, invert head and shoulder here, right? Then we've come up, and then we've just been chopping through this. On Bitcoin, it's like a 5% range, and right now Ethereum is moving less than Bitcoin. So Bitcoin had some bigger pullbacks than Ethereum, but now Ethereum is starting to move. But either way, so we'll see. The next level is here: 1817, 1779, and then 1755. And it just gets into a wall, but the next upside targets are right around the 2000. So we'll see. It wasn't a lot of liquidations today, but they're chopping and grinding through a bunch of this stuff. Nexus, I don't know. I really don't know. Doppel has started to figure out what you're saying. I still don't know. Eventually, it'll hopefully make sense. Like, I never understood Gmochi Cloud, so I just started listening to Carpe Noctem until it started making some sense. So anyway, let me fix something. I think the YouTube link, I had to redo the YouTube stuff and it got screwed up. Better fix this. Manitou, restart YouTube. Yeah, for sure. I use a tutorial like Malifestra is not on a Discord a lot. He shows, but anyway, that's kind of the market stuff. And let me turn off the liquidity stuff, and we can go back to our main 4-hour focus. That's where I like looking at everything, but that's no surprise. So let me get liquidity off. Liquidity, I like the 15 minutes so far. I don't like it on like H4. It kind of works, but it's not. I just don't like it. I'd rather have my pivots on the main indicator. So we'll reset these. These all come back. Yeah. So let me go to 12 real quick, because you can see the overall range. Let me turn reversion bands off, because this looks like puke. So, new feature, I haven't talked about it much, but we have these rainbow rotations. So if you're not on the most up-to-date main indicator 1.9, delete it off your chart, save your chart, and then re-add it. F, by the way, it looks like a dumpster fire. It might. What's up, Jared? FBTC? Yeah. So let me clean this. You know what? I'm going to leave it. So yeah, I don't have RSI rotations on right now, so it's not too bad. Anyway, this is our Ethereum chart, and we will make it very simple. Support, resistance. Those are going to be your order blocks for that. And there's another pivot here that we can draw across, but it's just going to give you more confluence to that range. So this is where we're at on the 12-hour, and we have a kind of a trend line coming here. I think it was Rager had a chart today on crypto Twitter. It might have been Altcoin Sherpa. Shout out Altcoin Sherpa, he's awesome. There's an EMA that's bouncing along here that's getting tagged, but it's also really a perfect line. So in my opinion,
that double pivot up into this point, something's going to happen between here and now. Whether it's a breakup or breakdown remains to be seen, but that's going to take... Jeez, that could take us to October. Talk about going to October. But let's zoom it in so we can freak out about all this noise. Your resistance block is still back up here. There's that pivot line there, and that's kind of the horizontal test, but pivots are a bit busy here, but honestly, it's been choppy. But cluster of well prints here pushing us down. But even then, I mean, this week zoomed real in. This isn't a lot of movement. People are freaking out over this. This is what, maybe a 5% move, if 2%. Where's that 8% total move between here, so yeah, not too much. But it sucks because we got kind of close to 2,000. As all things concerned, we don't really have anything until 1782. So, not the clearest picture. But that's Ethereum. But frankly, Ethereum chart has been pretty damn wild this year. But for all intents and purposes, we're not off to the races until this has been held. Until 2150 becomes support, and it's not support right now. So far, we've been battling resistance. We broke above it. We barted. We got a classic Rainbow Trends BART. There's an RSI top here. Let me turn it back on. Custom clouds. Make sure you're on 1.10 so we can turn our RSI signal on the RSI top. So that's what you want to see. Color rotation, RSI rotation. You can get RSI top, Rainbow Runner Bot top, and then we're good. That's really telling you risk off, move up your stops. It's not looking good for continuation. Also, we're hitting pivots here, or resistance area, so keep that in mind. So short little tutorial on BARTs, because that was classic. Let's move something. There we go. Right now, it's not, the hairline's not perfect, but look, we still have RSI top and a top here. It's not looking terribly good. You can see we kept ladders. Yeah, what do you call it? Stair stepping down. What's up, Ez? Thank you for the retweet. So let's move back to Bitcoin. We look at Bitcoin at H4. Bitcoin is set up for a BART. Just visually looking at it, right? And if you want to have some shout outs to Blake, we can check HMA. A pineapple, our lovely pineapple, beloved pineapple, G Blake, loves the HMA. So a lot of these BARTs too, when that HMA crosses above that, I really get worried. And these aren't defaults, so let me... default for this I think is 125, but I don't want to reset everything else. Let me switch it back to 125. It should cross right there. Yeah. So that's the classic Blake exit. When that HMA comes up, when these colors rotate and it crosses and that HMA flips red, that's when Blake cuts or brings his stops up. So we have, all intents and purposes, we are set up for a BART on Bitcoin. We aren't set up for a BART really on Ethereum, but it doesn't really matter. If Bitcoin starts BARTing down, Ethereum's just going to go down with it. It's just a matter of us picking which chart we like to look at best. But the cool thing here too is you can see the whale prints saying hell no, holding and defending 31K. And why is 31K so important? First off, it's top there, and that stopped us. But this goes back to 2021. I want to show you this. The Deathwick pivot back from the 65K all-time high, second to last all-time high, right? Beautiful top signals, by the way. Not tooting my own horn at all, totally not, but you get the point. It is cheating. 31K was a big deal. This is the candle that shut down Binance. This is the candle that shut down FTX. This was a death wick. There's only 2 people in the world that use that term. That is, sell one over 9,000, Swo, and myself, and we inadvertently came up with the same term. So I was kind of interested to one day run into 9K talking about Deathwicks on a Twitter thread, and I hadn't talked about Rainbow Theory yet publicly, and I was like, how the hell did you come up with the... how do you know about Deathwicks? Because I've never mentioned them publicly. And lo and behold, we inadvertently came with the same setup for, or the same name for this damn term. But the point is, that's the candle that shut down everything. I think some of the exchanges actually went down to like here. I think we actually had some of the leverage perps go down this far. But regardless, that was the God candle, the Deathwick candle that set up our entire range. There was our test, our range. This is that creek that I always talk about worrying about. Everyone gets really, really bullish here. So anytime you see a big rainbow reversion here pop, and then we start climbing and people get really, really bullish, lock your shit in. Just be careful, because everyone will start longing that damn thing. And it baits them every time, and then we form this huge creek, and then until we finally jump. But all the people that long here, they're shooken out by the time we get to here. So keep that in mind. And that's just the design of the whales. And this got a lot of people. I was very fortunate to catch this with the earlier form of rainbows, because we caught this bottom right here just off color candles alone. I need to think if it was... I think I was looking at it on 2 hour. But regardless, the point is this big range. You have a Deathwick here. Anytime you get a Deathwick, it's marking a horizontal trading range. Like 99% of the time, right? You're going to have your reverberations where this thing bounces and stuff, and they're going to keep driving into liquidity to try to see all the stuff they can get out of it, right? But you see Deathwick, white candle, kind of a secondary BS test, but yellow and orange, orange and red, chop, 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 chop. Kind of looks like a creek. And then we had this beautiful dump. And the whales defended 29.3, and they wouldn't let us go down to 28.8, and it was on weaker colors, and races were off. So it was awesome. So I'm totally talking on a tangent here. So I apologize. But the point is that's the Deathwick. The Deathwick was at that level, and it's the exact price we're at right now. So a lot of people are only focused and I apologize because I'm jumping between ranges and it's not clean, but people are focused on this price action setting the pivots that we're interacting now, right? But they're failing to see that the pivots are here also. And these bad boys mattered more than this. This was bigger deal. So that Deathwick pivot is exactly $30,000. And that's what we're dealing with right here. This upper order block. It's also involved in the Elon range, because this is where Elon offloaded his Bitcoin. But when we zoom back into 4 hour, you can see this is the Deathwick pivot, this one here, the 30K. I'll draw a fat line on it so it makes it easier to see. And we'll make it, well, we just lost it. Color, style. Get white. So here, where we had that other BART, we got above that Deathwick and we faded out, printed a bunch of tops, then we rolled under it, came up, retested it. We really tried to get through here, and there's a whale print right there. It's kind of hard to see behind that top signal. That shot it back down, retest, shot, We built up momentum here. BlackRock came in. Fink's gonna save the day, right? Boom. And now we're bouncing on the top of this damn thing. So if it holds, it's support, and it's damn good support if this holds. Like 30k is really, really good and really, really strong because we've tested it a bunch of times, right? This was resistance. This could potentially be support, but if it's not, we're swinging low. Like we're gonna bark, and people are gonna cry. Crypto Twitter is gonna really get upset. Frankly, 2% moves pretty much upsets everyone, but you know, just listen to the paint. There are clues here. Where are bottoms and where are tops, right? So you don't have to make this super complicated. It looks intimidating, but really this is bread and butter stuff. Like once it's there, it's painted on the chart, you can really see what's going on, right? So anyway, thank you for the follow. Furcon 1974. Ask what's up. Imagining the entire year of gains drained in a matter of days or hours. It's happened. Deathwicks are fun. I remember the exchanges going out as I was trying to do transfers from my bank accounts. The Sailor bid. Welfare Wombat. Sailor only buys range highs, sir. He doesn't buy dips. He's a goofy dude. What's up, Derek? Spy felt bearish today too. Yeah, it opened low. We'll look at that in a minute. But that's the setup here. Normally, I really like looking at like Bitcoin and Ethereum as the charts for crypto because they kind of lead the way on everything. But right now, as we've shown, Ethereum's kind of a mess. Bitcoin's not really a mess. Keep your eyes on the 30K. You've already got your top signals here, and the color's rotating. So if you're a rainbow trader and you're sitting cash, that's fine. Wait for a resistance to buy. If you were to buy a hypothetical security, which is illegal. But as a citizen of, let's go, I don't want to be controversial. As a citizen of Mars, doesn't really matter to me, right? But anyway, this is risky area. This is the risk. This can eat you, right? So if you're trying to long, you're late. And that's a 13% move down. That will hurt. That will hurt. If you're trying to long this, wait for this damn thing to blow up. Volume is not here yet. Like, your apes, I don't know where the apes have been, but they're not here. Like, we got above 30K. Where are my BlackRock apes? Where are my Fidelity ETF apes? They're not here yet. So, it's not cool. So, that's what you got to keep your mind on the long term. You want me to zoom out like to dailies or 3 days? Just DCA stuff. Sit on it. Who cares? You got, what, 10 months until the next halvening? You need to get your bags packed before then. Just sit spot. Don't let anybody rip it out of your hands. Let me show you the main indicator rainbow rotations though. So shout out to Pixa, Fletch, and a few others who asked for this throughout the years, because originally I was incapable of doing this. Frankly, by the limitations of PineScript, because the main indicator paints a lot of apologies there, but let me show you this real quick. Runner bot off. I don't really matter. It's the main indicator. We now have the rainbow rotations on and off. I figured out how to do this. I have to paint it as there's a painting limit inside, which is only 64 or 72 variables, and I'm tapped out, guys. And I don't want to make this a separate indicator, because then if you have custom settings on one tool, you'll have to do it on the other, and it'll be a mess. But so I figured out I can do a way that inscribes them somewhat as kind of like a text thing. And now you can get rainbow rotation alerts when colors bleed to pink, or actually get to pink and then fade to purple. So depending on your sensitivity and your times, you can sit here and adjust these to your settings to where you want to see these, right? Or you can be really conservative to where they rarely ever hit unless something's really, really moving. Right now, we're not really, really moving. So on 4 hour, I still have to bring it down a little bit, but you'll get these rotations, right? And you can set alerts to these so that every time it happens, you can get an automated email from TradingView to wake you up. So ideally what you could do is you could get a list of like 100 coins and turn this into a scanner, right? These are the top 25 crypto, plus I think I've got dominoes in here. You can set alerts for every single one of these to your custom settings on your custom time frames. And once that alert's set, the alert will remember your exact settings and your exact time frame. So if you're like a scalper who wants to watch, let's say we are a Pepe scalper on 15-minute candles, and all I care about is rainbow rotations, I can turn all this other stuff off and focus on just the rainbow rotations, right? And you'll notice that there's no rainbow rotations here, right? So while I did find a way around the limit, it only lets you look back 500 candles. I forgot to mention that. But if you do the replay, these will come back online, and you can see how it would really print. So in real time, you'll always get them. It's just when you look back far, it won't work. It's just the limit of PineScript. Maybe if I ever get this stuff over to TrendSpider, it won't be an issue, but regardless, that's the way you can back check it. But the point is you could set this up, 15-minute candles. You could do 10 seconds. It doesn't even matter. You can get your settings exactly how you want it, right? And it's not, this isn't like, you can't really bot off this. Like, you can't just do hands off and do bids off this. But the point is when big moves happen and you're asleep and you're not checking your charts, you can make this thing wake you up and send you alarms, send you alerts. Hey, this is when I need to at least look at doing some entries here, right? So that's how it works. And that's, we got it running, and it's in the new version. So make sure you have the new one, and it's right here. And if you don't like the rainbow rotations, you can just turn them off. Boop, gone. But it's just right there. So glad to add that, and you can add it to your alerts and set up kind of like your own rainbow trend scanners. And they're pretty deadly. I want to show a quick example of this because Blake and I were joking about Confluence. And I'm about to sneeze my brains out. Alright. So we switch this back. Rainbow rotations are on. So when we have the custom clouds, and we have Runnerbot, and we have machine learning tools, right? You see bottoms here that bounce along the way, and some tops here, and this is kind of grindy. Now you have to do, this is not free money. These are not easy trades. You have to trade the chop. You have to maintain this stuff, right? But what happens when there's confluence out the wazoo, right? Check this out. You're inside the reversion rainbow. You're printing white candles. You have an RSI bottom. You have a rainbow rotation. You have a Runnerbot rotation. You're below the HMA. There's like 5 different things telling you what's going on here, right? And look. %60 move on spot. So what you can do is be boring and wait for these certain things to hit, right, is kind of the idea. So I can turn Runnerbot off, I can turn this off, and we can just, well, we can just look for like rainbow rotations. Let me turn RSI off. Right? So you could have waited months for this, right? And you can fine tune it, like I said. Well, there is a rainbow rotation here, just the printing, but the point is boom, boom. You would have gotten an alert while you were sleeping on Zcash, especially if you like trade random alts that just bleed out randomly and don't follow the rest of the market, like real low cap stuff. You can use this to catch really big moves. At least put your eyes on it. And we're thinking about, I say thinking, I haven't even tried to code this yet, but thought about it because Blake was asking, is it possible? And I was like, I don't know. But could we do some type of confluence indicator that's like, hey, 1, you're in the reversion band, 2, runner bot, 3, RSI bot, 4, color rotation, ding, 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 ding. This is way high probability of bouncing, right? Because check that out. That's 40%, right? And in all honesty, like, this is 2023. Not a lot of people have done really well trading. So if you just sit back and wait for your move, just deleted 2 things I didn't mean to. If you'd have got a piece of this, say 20% of that and 30% of that, you're up 50% the year. And you're trading Zcash. Like, it's possible. You got to be really boring, though, because all the people on crypto Twitter want to sit here and talk about how they trade 5-second candles and it's the bear market's on or the bear market's off non-stop. So shout out Ninja. Taking the low time frames to the max. But you get the point. Same thing here. There's 3 top signals here. Rainbow rotation, RSI top, runnerbot top. Another thing, let me know because I'm about to update this. You notice how this red's a little lighter? Originally I did that to make it stand out against these when they get close, but I'm thinking about making these all the same color. So let me know if that bugs you. You know, but same thing here. Look, like, there's confluence here. Pay attention. Set your alerts. Make it blow up your phone. Grabbing dinner. Thanks, Nexus. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, I traded that Zcash trade. I got a piece of that one. Zcash is one of my favorites. People absolutely hate that coin. Sure, whatever. It's old technology. Damn thing loves rainbows. It goes edge to edge a lot, especially when Silbert's messing with it. So I just don't care. Like, you give me white candles in this reversion band on Zcash, I get free lunch on that. That's a free trade for me. And it's been around forever, so I don't have to like worry about it having a random like whatchamacallit. Oh hell. Luna. Was it Luna? I don't have to have, yeah, Luna. I don't have to worry about Luna where this thing goes to -0, right? So, yeah. I like Zcash just because it plays color rotation so well, so consistently, and it moves a lot. Back in the day, like, Litecoin would not move a lot, so I would get bored with it. But over the past year, Litecoin's actually been been moving a lot, but it's also coming up closer on the halvening, so, which is separate from the Bitcoin halvening. Now let's check that out. What is Charlie Lee at now? Litecoin halvening dates. Different colors are better. What colors though, Fletch? Different shades of red? Because I'm cognizant that this looks crazy to people that don't trade colors, but Litecoin halving date is August 2nd projected. So it's actually really close. So I don't have these set up for custom colors. I don't think you can edit it. No. Maybe I can unlock that. I don't know. I had to do some special stuff to give you guys custom colors on the candles. I think Malifestra was one of the only ones that uses it. But anyway, we're going on a lot of tangents here, but that's how to get free meals on Zcash, free meals on all other ones. You can get confluence on a lot of these indicators, and when you get that much confluence, that much color, that much paint, you're looking at trades where the rainbow traders know there's like a 90% chance it's going to move in the direction they want, right? And that's where you're really at an advantage, because then you can put your money at play at a lower risk level. So, anyway, and this is the one that broke my heart. Matic went deep here, and it looked like it should have gone and hit this other side of the reversion rainbow, and it never did. Zcash didn't go as deep, and then Zcash went all the way and hit the other side of the reversion rainbow and actually printed a pink. White to pink. It's the full rainbow bounce. And these are like my favorite. This is how like Rainbow Theory came to be, was I was trying to figure out how far whales can move price. And we started putting colors to it, or I started putting colors to it, and then you start finding which whales are really respectful of that. And a lot of times on like Zcash, you print a bunch of whites, you're gonna get a pink on the other side that'll touch this thing. So Zcash is just super easy to show that. Now see here it didn't, but it got damn close. Here, another big bounce. Well, these are in a downtrend, but you get the point. You touch these areas, it'll pop. Like, look at that run. Gone. Bottom. Back in the day, it used to really move. Yeah. These were awesome. This is what you want to see on Zcash. These are such amazing trades. Phew. 67%. I think this was... No, it's February. Was it October? There was a Thanksgiving vacation I was on, and we literally paid for the vacation off Zcash. And I was just watching the colors and watching Barry Silbert mess with the bidding, and it was just burp, burp, throwing it all over the place. If you don't chew Big Red and trade color. Does that movie hold up, by the way? I saw so many Ricky Bobby things with the NASCAR that was over in Le Mans, 24-hour Le Mans, and it made me want to watch it again. Just some of those movies don't hold up, so I don't want to ruin it by going back and watching it, but it is what it is. But, anywho, another one people are asking about, Soul. There you go, good example. Now, mind you, yes, I'm looking at these in hindsight, but go check the Discord. We posted so many of these damn setups in Discord before the bounce happened. I think I gave over 6 examples and said, hey, look for this. I think the first one we charted was Neo. Because this is how you get to be really good with spot trading and getting good gains. Like, when you're in the middle, just chopping, there's not much you can do here. The little low time frame scalpers can sometimes get through, but if you sit there spot waiting for your moment, you can get your moment. That's 40% trade. I don't know about you, but that's a lot of money. Like, just an example. I think everyone can see this. Can you see this calculator? It's very scientific. I'm bad at jokes. $1,000 times 1.2, just a 20% trade, right? That's $1,000. If you do that 10 times, that's $6,000, right? That's a lot of money. That's a 6x. Just doing 10 trades on spot, right? Now, obviously, it gets a little stupider the more money you make. Like, if you're trading 10 grand and you turn it into 60 grand, shit gets real, right? And I'm not saying you're going to get 40% every time here or whatever, but You can pick your alts that bleed out. You can get your confluence here. You can get into your positions in spot. Save some cash in case they keep bouncing, right? You can see here, we bounced along the way, got a bottom signal here, but it was in the middle. Then we lit it up here in this reversion band, and you have to buy these on, well, it's preferable to buy these on spot. If you try to buy this stuff, this type of action, on like 5x, 10x, first you'll have like a stress-induced heart attack, but secondly, they can still zap you and get your liquidity out of you, right? So be careful there. And you can get your pieces, right? But you can sit here, get into position and spot, bid it down in case it sits here and triple taps, and then you can get a lot of times into a position where you're in profit and you can let it ride. So just keep that in mind. And like I said, not every time is perfect, but a lot of times it does. Now mind you, this is FTX Fallout, so yeah, right? You'd have bid this, you'd have got screwed. But that's where risk management comes into control. I mean, this was Alameda getting liquidated by CZ. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, but you get the point. So I don't want to tell you it's 100% free meal, but that's how you get that's how you put the odds in your favor and make gains in a shitty market. Because you gotta remember, like, most of the time throughout the year, the move is to sit cash. And a few times out of the year, there's free money on the ground, and you need to pick it up. So shout out to my boy Altcoin Psycho. He has the best way to put that. Another one on the flip side, which makes no sense to me, and I don't like Roger Ver, is Bcash. Bcash cannot stop, won't stop. I'm noticing there's this now in the bottom, and I need to figure out what that is. Weird. That may be part of the new one. If you have the older version of the main indicator up, let me know if those red tags that 0 are there. That's weird. I've never seen that before. But we're not worried about zeros. We're worried about $280 too. $282 Bcash. So yeah, Bcash has gone nuts. Now, you notice the reversion... Hold on. Machine learning. I was going to say, where's the intelligent bands? There they are. This is where the intelligent bands really earn their keep. We blew out this one. There's some type of narrative behind Bcash. I don't know what it is. It's getting... Doppel says it's getting listed on something, and I just don't know if that's enough to justify it, but she's been riding this wave, and eventually she's been giving up the ghost. But right now, she could be coming down for another leg just to go up again. So be careful with Bcash. Everyone who's tried to short this, so be careful. And I still don't know what's going on, so it's fun. I think Aptos was hacked this week as well. And even here, crappy coin getting hacked. You can still do some damage here. You're not getting full reversions on this, but you get something. I'm on 3 hours because I'm a psychopath. Let's go to 4. Yeah. Nice top though there, but either way. Zcash, we looked at Litecoin. How is DeFi doing? Uni is doing freaking amazing. Ooh, that's not channel walking, but it's close. The reason I say it's not is these humps here. So if you draw it off of that, it's not linear. Maybe that. Little adjustment there. We can always adjust it in hindsight and LARP on Twitter and say we were all in from 3.6. Delete all the tweets when we're wrong. I'm half joking, but I'm also kind of like trying to half teach you a lesson. A lot of people fake stuff. So be real suspicious. A lot of people don't do what they do on Twitter. I found out the other day, one of the OGs of crypto, I will not state their name ever, six-figure account is broke. They've lost everything in crypto. Which blows my mind, because I assumed if you have over 100,000 followers on Twitter, you could somehow get some deals done and make it all back and just like do promotional deals and just stack Bitcoin, but I'm wrong apparently. So anyway, Meta is channel walking. Silver Rasper, I don't know who you are, but glad to have you here. Let's take a look. Make sure to stop in the Discord. Oh, yep. Yep. Let me get rid... I want the HMA off at least for this. So if someone could drop the Discord link, that'd be awesome. Shout out to the one YouTube viewer. Glad to have you here. We're also on Twitch. So... And I think, aren't you like not allowed to dual stream anymore if you're a partner? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'll get banned again. Oh, the one streamer, the one viewer left. We scared him off. Let me check this out. And we're gonna have to do some spicy stuff to get this looking right. Because first off, it's Zuckerberg. Secondly, it's the time frames are different. There's a lot of signals here on 1 hour, so let's go to daily. Yeah. Rainbow rotations are clearly not a thing for Meta, so we will turn them off. Discord, thank you guys. Welfare Wombat, that's an awesome name. RSI prints are apparently really badass on Meta. Yes, hindsight, but even then, look how damn deep that went. But shit, what is this? 200% off the lows. And you claim channel walk. Turn. Does that mean it's... So we are logarithmic. Yeah. That's sweet. You gotta remember, like, Zuckerberg was messing around in his basement with VR down here. And renamed the company. When did they actually rename it? I don't know, but for the most part, does anything stick out? It should be white candles in the reversion band. They pop. But right now, you're on a run from hell. I think they started like to commit back into like what their roots are. You gotta remember, Facebook, even if you don't like the product, it's a lot of ad revenue. Yeah, he's gonna fight Elon, I guess, but like I couldn't even log onto their website, and then when I could log onto their website, you can't do it on your desktop computer. So like I'm not about to hop on Threads. Also, I went to threads.com. It's not Threads. It's not the program. So how Zuckerberg, one of the richest guys in the world, didn't secure the .com for the name of the app blows my mind. Blows my mind. Like, even if you can't get it, you gotta come up with another name. Like, you've got to have the .com. Like, it's crazy. I'm really going off on a tangent here, but it really blows my mind. One thing though here, obviously, look, we have a pivot here from that top rally. We have a pivot here from that bounce down. So I'm a big... What did I just do? Oh, something... Control Z it. I don't know what I just... Anyway. I think I changed the zoom randomly. Big thing here, the double pivots. Are a big thing to me because they mean resistance. Big resistance. And we've already tagged it. Gosh dang it. We almost tagged it today. So 300 is your big deal. Now, mind you, if it can get through it, if you break a double pivot, it can get stupid. But man, he's screaming hot colors already. Albeit this is on daily, so we'd want to throttle that a little bit. We'll set this back to defaults. Turn rainbows off. Rainbow rotation off. And we want to increase the thresholds a little bit. But man, this is still a hell of a drive. Let me check volume. Volume's steady too, nothing crazy. But either way, something to keep an eye on for sure. That's a good spot though. Let's check Apple, because Apple was the other channel walker that we were looking at. Yeah, Apple's still channel walking. Albeit we got an RSI top, but we know we're not getting out of this Apple long until this thing breaks south. And when it breaks south, Rainbow traders know to walk the F away, because these things will drop like 60% a lot of times. Not every time, but there's a damn good chance this thing retraces like 60%. So be really, really careful. So ride it when it's good, and maybe if it breaks, maybe short it if you're typing of DJ. But this security stuff, we're talking Apple crypto stuff here. This is just a video game in the metaverse. Still can't believe I had to Google what the hell the website was, because I was like, threads.com is not it, and it is what it is. Wait, does he? Yeah, exactly. Yes, he doesn't have the threads.com is not Zuckerberg's. A shout out to whoever owns threads.com, because they could have got billions for it or something. I mean, I'm sure Zuck could like, you want $50 million? I'm like, yes, sir. He is training a lot of MMA, which is real weird. I mean, it's not weird, but he's just a goof. I don't know what to say. I mean, there's videos of him wearing gun hearing protection, throwing spears. So, I don't even know what to make of it. Yeah, maybe Thread. I don't know who the hell owns it. That's the thing. It's a full-fledged company. It's like a Slack alternative for commercial stuff. So when I originally looked at it, I thought it was Threads. I thought it was the app, but I was like, man, they kind of took a Discord approach to this. It doesn't look like Twitter at all. And then Threads.net, whatever. But anyway, I digress. Apple's the other one. Let's check NVIDIA, because we haven't checked that in a while. So Diablo 4 is apparently still crushing it. I'm joking. This is clearly AI driven, but hell, it is pumping into those rainbows, dudes. You're really looking at something like that. So that's actually a really interesting... No, that's a... I was going to say that's like a fractal. This is an RSI top with a top. This is two RSI tops, but they're both... The color rotations look the same. Damn, these colors are hot. I mean, I've got the exponential and this cranked up, and it's still blowing pinks, but either way, it's not channel walking like Apple though. It's a little more sporadic, but we've been talking about this trade for a while, and our go signal was getting above 347, and damn thing teleported, and now it's still going, but colors are fading, so you just ride or die, I guess. Threads.com goes to Twitter.com. They may have killed their home. I bet. Oh man, I bet that was like a DDoS attack today. The amount of traffic they got. That's just such idiots. Let me check it on my other screen. Threads.com. Yeah. They got an awesome web host. Who owns Threads.com? That doesn't work like that. I don't know who owns Made with Love in San Francisco, LA. Give me a second. I'll switch the screen. Sorry, I'm dual streaming, so it gets weird because software for YouTube is really cumbersome. So yeah, modern teams need more than just chat. Like I said, I don't know who owns this. Yeah, I bet the options are are crazy. Man, they went with 80s music.
So I saw this, I thought Zuckerberg released he was trying to take down Twitter with a Discord alternative. Hashtag ad? I don't know. I'll reply. Yeah, work needs emojis. See, look, Eternity Thread. I really thought this was it, but I got real confused when it wouldn't let me sign up. Pretty cool. Like, look at this. I mean, I thought this was the Twitter thing. So, shout out, Zuck. Looks cool. Let me switch to Threads.net. Maybe he just thought he was being cheeky, because like old nets were made with string. I don't know. So this is all it is. You literally can't open this on. You can't open this on your computer. It has to go to your phone, which is awesome because I went to the wrong website. Thought the wrong website was actually the product, and then I got to the real product and it looks like some random space game. So I don't think Elon is gonna struggle at all with this, personally. And the fact that Zuckerberg developed VR and this is what they came up with, I don't know. Like, the font is just basic. And when I first saw this, did anyone else pick up that it's the logo? It's the Threads logo in the background? I didn't even pick that up at first when I first saw it, so... I just, for F's sake. And I tried to click on these and I thought maybe these are the conversations and you can click on them and they're linked, and no, it's a freaking QR code. So, maybe this is a time to short Meta. What's that space movie? What's that space video game they released? And it was, incomplete when it first came out. It's gonna drive me nuts. Space game. Released, incomplete. It was pretty good, actually. It was kind of trippy. No Man's Sky, yeah. No Man's Sky had a pretty cool feel, but it got kind of weird once you figured out it's just kind of algorithm based. But anyway, we'll check SPX real quick for you guys. Thanks for hanging out on Thursday. Unplanned show, but we had the window. My wife is having the house painted, and my kids have really bad allergies, so I had to work from home and watch over all of that today. And our house smells like paint, so the kids are at grandma's with my wifey. It's just me and the dogs who are been barking at painters all day. It's been a great day. So anyway, SPX not looking too good. We had a retest here, which is great. I mean, it's not looking bad, I'll put it that way, but FOMC is next Thursday? I don't remember. It's been a week or two. But either way, the point is, it's coming. And we printed an RSI top and another top. So, out of all these, in like 2 years, this is the only top that never really retraced. It's the first one we've seen in like 24 months. And then we've got this double RSI and that top there. So, I'm not screaming along this. The rates are still really high. Bonds are doing really weird stuff. FOMC is coming up next week. I'm not itching to buy this, but shout out to RunnerBot again with the bottom print at 35.93.
Check out Tesla. Competitor. Jesus. Elon. Volume is absolutely nuts. I think it was someone was saying some options thing opened up. I don't remember. Something happened in the market because there's a bunch of these that have this, but for the most part, we want to talk free trades again. Let Elon blow your stuff out, and well, I shouldn't say that considering his extracurricular activities outside of Tesla, but let me turn this rotations off. Yeah, let me correct my phrasing. He's got what, 30 kids? Lower side bottom. Wasn't it one of the Google, like the founders of Google? He ran into their wife in an airport and hooked up with her and then tried to apologize. Dude can't keep it in his pants. It's funny. What are you gonna do? He's Iron Man. So anyway, what I was getting to the point is, you want free lunch, rainbow reversion band, white candles, H4 bottom, pink tops, H4 tops. They print. So it's real easy on Tesla. The bot really likes Tesla, if you can't tell. Bam, 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 bam. H4 default settings. But it gapped up. I don't know why it gapped up, but anyway. Check oil too. Doesn't work right. Because this was originally our drawings for this. It was that support. And we just kept trading this over and over and over. It would just print bing, 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 bing. And print the colors over and over and over. Let me go back because I think we had this cranked down to like -4. Yeah, that looks about right. Maybe a little hot, but whatever. It's not going to hurt anybody. Big deviation here. OPEC news. Now you kind of have another block here. And then one there. Albeit these are going to be green, not red, but draw it however you want. So anyway. Maybe that's what we're going to bounce for through a while. Maybe this has shifted and now this is going to be the next range and it's even tighter. I don't know. But there's another one we're working on, is we eventually are going to have an upgrade to the main indicator to track whale prints when you see clusters. That's another type of confluence. When you see like at least 3 whale prints, bam, 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 like pay attention. Price is really normally going to follow that direction. So anyway. Yeah, Wombat, check it out. I think it was it was another billionaire's like wife. Like, I don't know about you, but like you mess with the wrong billionaire, you might just like disappear. And frankly, like I'm a civilian and I've seen Elon Musk walking on the side of the road in South Padre. So yeah, and he didn't have security detail. He had like 2 people with him and his little puppy dog, the little Shih Tzu one. So go figure. That's one of those things where you're driving down the road at SpaceX and there's a dude in a black shirt and blue jeans walking down the side of the road, and you think to yourself, damn, that actually looks like Elon Musk. And you just keep driving by, and then you think to yourself, what employee at SpaceX gets to bring dogs? So then I Googled, we're talking tangents here. I Googled what Elon Musk dogs look like. Because he had a little black Shih Tzu with him. And I was like, who at SpaceX gets to bring a Shih Tzu looking thing with them? And then it clicked in my head. I was like, maybe that was Elon Musk. Let me see what type of dogs he owns. And sure enough, That little dog with the bow tie was at SpaceX with Elon walking on the side of the freaking road. So, in hindsight, I should have yelled at him. I don't know what I said. Quit messing with Doge. I don't know. What am I going to say to that dude? Yeah. Yeah, those rockets are... I mean, I'm shocked. Like, there's all that land there that's kind of useless in where they built it, and they put all the stuff right by the road. I swear if you gave me a baseball, I could damn near hit the rocket. It's how close they park it to the road. It's I mean, if not 100%, I can hit it with a slingshot. Like, it's got to be less than 100 yards. I'm not saying I could throw a baseball 100 yards, but it's... Or maybe they're just so damn big they look like they're that close. I don't know. They're real goofy rockets. Like, they look weird in person and on videos and stuff because they're so fat and short. In person, they look real weird, and they're shiny as hell. It's I don't know. They're weird. But anyway, let's look at Dot. Shout out to 9K. He's a big Dot supporter. He DCAs Dot all day, every day. Nice bounce. Didn't really get into the band, but still a nice kiss with a bottom print. Neo. Yeah, Neo was the one. Yeah, this was the example we put in the Discord. So definitely make sure you're hanging out in the Discord. There's a lot of people in there way better than me that picked up the tools and ran with them. The big white candle. A lot of RSI, bottom prints. We probably got a bunch of other stuff on there too. You put those back on because you'll get an RSI bottom there. Yeah, good stuff. And rotations as well are off, so put that back on and switch that back to 0. There you go. Boom. RSI bottom, rainbow reversion, band, rainbow rotation, and then runner bot bottom here. You know what, Fletch? Maybe that's what I'll do is I'll add icons. I could put a little robot icon here for bottom, rainbow rotation. I don't know what icon I would use for RSI, but I'll have to think about that one. I don't know if there is a symbol associated with RSI. Because I really don't like how big these are that say RSI bottom, but whatever. I can't say RSI bot. I could, but whatever. Anyway, I digress. Old Neo, 2017 vibes, yes. Chinese Ethereum, all the way. Zcash, Litecoin, Uni, AVAX. AVAX rolling over on pivots, not a good look. Ethereum Classic really went off. Big sell impulse there. I like words. I wonder if I can edit to where you can put your own text in. Probably be a lot of code that no one would use. XRP is getting close to thinking. I've heard rumors August, September is the window they think XRP is going to be wrapped up with their court case with the SEC. And dependent on how that is played out, that will define alt season for a lot of stuff. Grayscale is supposed to be wrapping up next month on their lawsuit to turn their Bitcoin trust thing into a spot ETF trust or something like that. That'll be another one. Sorry, I'm checking text messages from the wife. So next few months is going to be big. If XRP wins their case, that's bullish, right? Even if they get a partial win or partial loss, it can still be interpreted bullish by the markets. Grayscale could potentially get their spot ETF thing set up. That may save their butt, which then would help out get Gemini out of the bind. If you haven't seen this has actually been pretty interesting. Let me find it real quick. Winklevoss came out and did an ultimatum to Barry Silbert. Yeah, there it is. I wasn't sure if it was. I don't remember if it was Tyler or if it was the other one. Either way, it's the lookalike twins who, the identical twins who have the cover band. Just as creepy as can be. So, this kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I get it. Grayscale owes Cameron money. At the same time, he lent that money with risk. So, he's really blaming Dilbert for this. Which is fair, but at the same time, his earn users got screwed over the decisions Winklevoss and Gemini took. Right? Silbert's name isn't on earn, Winklevoss is. So, but they're offering a way to get out of this debt thing, right? And best and final offer July 3rd. And I think they gave the window kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I think they gave a 48-hour window to accept the deal. And I can guarantee you lawyers aren't going to be able to step up and do a deal on these numbers for damn near $1 billion in 48 hours on a 4th of July holiday. He dropped it on July 3rd and said, like, hey, in 2 days you've got to answer. So kind of shitty thing to do, but I mean, hell, he's been getting ignored and he's owed money and he's really in a bind without that cash. So but at the same time, these dudes degened, these dudes leveraged, they let everyone borrow money with really bad stuff, so it is what it is. So I say stick spot and you can't really lose. You can lose, but you know what I'm saying. Max bid, max leverage will bite you every time. So all the other stuff we were looking at, like the liquidity and stuff, we also have pivot bounces here. This is just H1, rainbow trends on default setting. The pivot here at 1830 and 1836 on Ethereum is showing confluence. Today, earlier, the 15s were really hot. This pivot's here, these pivots here, boom, boom, boom. It looks messy, but you can tune it out and make it pretty if you want to stay on 15. But anyway, is there anything else you guys want me to look at? Running out of stuff that I normally look at during the stream. But appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure to follow. Hop on Discord. Say hi. That's where you can really get more information on the Rainbow OGs. Or check us out at rainbow-trends.com. That's where all the write-ups are if you have particular questions why it looks like unicorns on the stream. Trying to think what else I wanted to look at. Oh, was it bonds? US O2Y. The yields have gone ape. And I really don't like rainbow rotations on yields, but yields are going nuts. They're anticipating Powell's going to hike, so yields are just through the frickin' roof. LMND, JMIA, Snap. I know what Snap is, but the other two I do not know. LMND. Lemonade Inc. Right? I want to make sure. I don't know what this is. Insurance company, kind of new. Their name is Lemonade Inc. LMND. Weird. They've been around since 2020. Why would you name an insurance company Lemonade? Well, either way, let's turn rainbow rotations off. It's more of a crypto thing on 4 hour. We try daily. Yeah. So definitely make sure you, even if you don't subscribe to the premium tools, the rainbow reversion tool, these red and green bands, is a free tool. Because these are bam, 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 bam. Right now I'd be bearish, but There's a double pivot here. So that very well may hold. If that holds, you'll get your bounce, but it's going to have to start working its way up again here. Those are really cool well prints too, by the way.
What was the other one? JMI.
Jumia Technologies. What are these guys? Why isn't earnings opening up? August 9th. African Amazon, supposedly. And it's traded on the New York Stock Exchange? That is a bleed out. I wouldn't want to touch this. Just anything that's 12 months channel walking down, I'm not real big on, but maybe this bottom will hold at $2, and maybe it's front running it here at 287, but this chart doesn't scream anything else to me either as far as like pattern wise. Catch these bounces though.
What was the other one? Snapchat?
Let me check Snapchat. Is Snapple publicly traded? Wow, look at that sell off. Revenue was down and they nuked. It's an old ass pivot from here. That's COVID. So they revisited the COVID lows twice. That's crazy. To the T, that pivot held. That's really cool. Like one little wick, not a candle close below it. But right now, it's topped out. Unless it's going to go really sustained like channel walk run, that's topped out. You notice there's no RSI prints here. Well, there's one actually. There's a bunch of RSI prints there. There's no buy volume here either, so I would be bearish. That's just me. But if this is an accumulation bottom, maybe you hit it, because this was all down draw. Now it's going sideways, right? Maybe it's about to take off. But so maybe you can DCA between $12 and $7, maybe. If you got time and want to be patient with it. But your pivot order blocks are going to be that. That's two. Is it though? Or we'll just mark those two pivots there because that's what's holding. These pivots are limited by Pine Script. I can't draw them all the way across the screen because it'll crash. But there's your pivots from there. You can manually draw them so that they go across all the way with this little tool, the little horizontal ray. And you set the ray to... You click here, dash line, and make it that size, and it'll be the same. Number 2. And you can change the color on them and stuff too. Make them red. Which these should be red, but it doesn't matter. But you can see wick, 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 wick. I'd expect it to at least mean revert. It's Snapchat though. What's Snapchat doing with AI? I don't know. Social media with AI, I'm not so big on. I can't read your name because it's black on Vanity. I can't. Your name's coming up as blue on black, and I can't physically see blue on black. GBTC, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. I wouldn't touch it. I mean, Silbert's not out of the water yet. He's fighting the SEC. He's fighting the courts. He's fighting Gemini. Right? Maybe this gets knocked out of the park. Maybe Grayscale pulls this off. Maybe. I don't know. But if Grayscale fails to deliver, this chart's going to look ugly. So keep that in mind. Plus, I think if you buy it, don't you get locked into it? I think you get locked into it for a certain amount of time. Like, you can't just dump it. You've got to vest it for so many months or something like that before you're eligible to release it. But that's kind of cool. There's a bunch of pivots right here. I never trade this stuff, so I don't look at it often. But I'm more than happy to look at it for you, but I'm not going to have pre-populated charts for it. But you can see that pivot order block here got tagged to a T. So that's cool. And right now there's a double pivot here too. So there's an order block here, there's an order block here. And then some intermediate ones as well. You can draw these as orange if you'd like. It's kind of sometimes what I'll do. But this is likely them doing pretty well because they made an announcement that that a lot of the lawyers are leaning towards the fact that they think they're going to win. So we'll see. But you pay the admin fees for short termers. Yeah, maybe that's it. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Take the dogs outside. Get them dinner, and I will talk to you guys later. And like I said, catch us on rainbow-trends.com. You can check us out there for the free tools, the Discord, Twitter, the tutorial videos, all that stuff, because a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense to a lot of people. But thanks for coming out. Tell your friends. Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to make YouTube happen as well, but it seems most of the viewers prefer Twitch, so it is what it is. But I will talk to you guys later.